This is lesson 3.7, absolute value equations and inequalities on page 208. Problem 2, solving an absolute value equation. There's a difference between solving when all the numbers are outside the absolute value versus some of them being inside. So the problems we did in example 1, everything was outside the absolute value except the variable. Here they're giving you an equation, d equals 100 minus 20t, okay, and then it says at what time her distance is d, so it says at what time is she 40 feet from you. So 40 is your distance, okay, so we're going to put that in. So 100 minus 20t equals 40. Subtract the 100, that gives me negative 60, divide by negative 20, and you get 3. Here's the problem. With an absolute value, what's in here can also be negative, because when we had the absolute value of x was equal to 7, remember x could have been 7 or negative 7. So that 100 minus 20t can either equal 40 or it can equal negative 40. So you have to write both equations and solve both equations. So you subtract 100 from both sides. Again, you get negative 20t equals negative 140. And then you divide both sides by negative 20 and you get t equals 7. So if t is equal to 3 and 7, that would be answer C. Okay, so this one was multiple choice. Another friend's distance from you in feet after t seconds is given by d equals 80 minus 5t. Absolute value. What does the 80 in the equation represent? The 80 is the starting distance. Okay, up here it was starting from 100 feet away, that was the 100. So the 80 is our starting distance away. What does the 5 represent? That's how fast she's passing you. She's skating at a constant speed of 20 feet per second up here, so it was minus 20t. And then she must be skating at 5 feet per second. And then at what times is she 60 feet from you? So 60 feet would be our distance, so we're going to plug that in here. And I apologize, I did not work this one out. So we get 60 equals 80 minus 5t, or negative 60 equals 80 minus 5t, because remember the inside can be either positive or negative. So if we subtract 80, from both sides, we're going to get, sorry, I meant to have this done before we get negative 5t is equal to 20. Sorry, negative 20 equals negative 5t, or negative 140 equals negative 5t. Okay, give myself a little more room here. So if we, oops, I don't know why I have an extra 2 there. Okay, so that means if we divide both sides by negative 5, we get 4 equals t, or if we divide negative 140 by negative 5, we get 28. Okay, so at 4 seconds and at 28 seconds, she's going to be 60 feet from you on either side.